Yo, what's up? How you doing? In this section of the video, we are going to be building this application. It does not do anything now, but in the next video we're going to be consuming API. But basically, is what we're going to be building in this section of the video. So if you are hyped, please make sure you like, subscribe, and let's just get started. We're gonna start by building up our blog application using Flutter. So initially, I'm not somebody that knows how to do UI from scratch. So basically, you know what I did? I went and I looked for a simple UI we can use. So basically, we are going to be designing this particular UI. Yeah, so this one we have in the middle here, so that's what we're going to be designing. How does she look like Jenna Ortega? Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. So initially I'm in the project already, you can see. So I'm in the main.dat file already. And I have my application running. So this is actually my main phone in this place. I'm running it with Scrippy. So you connect your phone, it's going to display in your system. So that's what I'm using. So what I want to do is first let's go and clear all these dummy codes that are right here. So we want to clear all this. We don't need all this again. All right. Then what I want to do is because you're going to be using get text in the future. So I like using model view controller. So I'm going to use models. I'm going to use views, and I'm going to also use controller. So we're going to have views. So that is the MVC syntax that we're going to be using. And also I'm going to use controller here. All right, so in our views here, we first want to create is the home page. So initially that's what we're going to do. So for the views, we're going to have o.dat. All right, so from this o.dat, we're going to have a stateful widget. All right, so a stateful widget, we're going to call it home page. All right, so home page, we're going to return a scaffold. So this scaffold here, we're going to return I'm not realized the scaffold isn't defined for the type. Okay. Yeah, so I think that was because I have an error. I imported the wrong package. So we're going to import Flutter. So we're going to import package Flutter material.dat. Alright, so we have scaffold here. So scaffold, we're just going to put in an bar so we can see what we have. Bar. So you can save that. And yep, so in this place we can basically just go ahead and delete all this, and we can go ahead and import home page as it is. So if you just check our emulator now, you can see we have our bar means. So and what we want to do again is the debug check. I'm going to make it cross. I'm going to remove it. All right, very good. Now the first one to go ahead and design is the app bar. As you can see this app bar here. So that's the first one to go ahead and design. So to do that, we can make use of the normal app bar that we have here. Then we can just change the background color to white. Colors of white. That means our scaffold is also going to be colors of white. All right. So once these colors are white, now what we want to go ahead and do is want to have a title. So title is the first thing that we have. So this title is going to be an icon. Accept the widgets. So icons. Dot. I believe we can have menu. So I'm not going to be using the same menu because it's actually different. So, but we can make use of what we want. So we have menus here. And the other thing is that we're going to be needing is action, which is the last part of it. Action is going to accept the widget. So we're going to pass in a widget of icons. Not icon actually. Let's give it circle avatar. All right, so let's go ahead and pass circle avatar. Circle avatar is going to accept a child. So this side I can go ahead and pass icons dot person. Okay, so if you should say this, I'm going to take a look at that now. You can see this is what we have now. Our icon menu is not showing because it is white by default. So we're going to make it colors of black. Okay, so I can make this constant, and also make this constant. Okay, so yep, and yeah, in our output we can go ahead and remove the elevation. Elevation should be 0, so we don't want that type of elevation again. So we check it. Now we have this. So initially, we are not building something like the UI, but just using the UI for reference. And what we want to do is add padding. I'm going to have a padding here, which is going to be only here. So we're going to give it only to our right, which is going to be by 10. So it's going to shift away from the wall here. All right, very good. And next we need is a text that is saying blog. So that is beneath our R bar. We want to have a body tag. So our body tag is going to accept a column. All right, so this one we are going to have a children. I want to have a text. It's going to be blogs. So blogs, we're going to have style. So for this style, I'm going to use Google Fonts. So let's go ahead and install Google Fonts. Google Fonts. All right, so I'm having that is going to install Google Fonts for me. So let's wait for that to actually finish up. All right, beautiful. So our Google Font has been installed already. So we can go ahead and have style. So this time we are going to have Google Fonts. It's not important. So I think I have to just import it manually. Let's go ahead and do import package Google Fonts. Yep, / Google Fonts. All right, beautiful. So once I have Google Fonts, so Google Fonts, I want to make use of work sans. All right, so that's what I'm going to make use of. So you can close this, save this, and if you check out our UI, you should have a beautiful text in this place. All right, so we have text on the screen, but it's actually very small. So let's go ahead and increase the font size. So you can see font size, and I'm looking at this. So this is actually very big. So let's make it 32, and it is also bold. So we can go ahead and have font width should be bold. I mean, font width. You can see font width dot bold. All right, so let's save this, and again, let's take a look at it. All right, almost close. Let's make it 42. Right, clicking on this thing. I think it was real emulator. I could have just pinned this to the Windows. Okay, so since we've done this now, we should actually go. What I want to do is I want to wrap this in a padding. So yep, so we can have space all over all of them like this. All right, beautiful. So we are done with this now. The next one to do is our search bar. Our search bar. So in our application, there's not actually a search bar there, but I think we might implement that in the future. So let's just have a size bar. So we can have constant size box. I mean, we're going to give it an height of, let's say, 20. All right. Then below that, we're going to have a container. So this container here, we're going to have a child. So this child is going to be text field. This text field child, we're going to have a decoration. We're going to have input decoration. And inside of it, we're going to have border. So we're going to set the border to be none. So we're going to have input border dot none. So we don't have any border. We don't want any border there. We are going to be doing it from our container. So once I have container, and yep. So once that is done, what we want to do is we can go ahead and give the width. So we say double dot infinite. Take out the whole screen. So double dot infinite, take out the whole screen. Then we're going to give it an height. Let's give the height of 40 for now. We'll take a look at that later. Then once we have decoration, we can have box decoration actually. Our box decoration is going to be rounded, I believe so. We're going to have border radius dot circular. So we're going to have 10. Let's first see what we have. So this we don't have anything on the screen. So let's take a look at this design here. The design here is like a gray color kind of. All right, so that we're going to make use of. So we're going to make use of gray color. So we're going to do color equals to colors.gray. I also have colors.gray. Yeah, exactly. So this is so small. Let's use 50. Okay. So we're going to change the color.gray actually initially. But let's just 50 is a little bit too small actually. So let's try 60. Try my best to just make this tutorial that easy for everyone. Now you can see our blog is right in this place. So what I want to do is this blog here, I'm going to make it cross this alignment to be start. So everything be aligned at the left from the beginning. So yeah, you see what I mean now. So like this. Good. Okay, so we have that. Now I want to just apply the weight opacity. Because that now our gray is supposed to be. So we're going to do 0.2. Alright, so we're going to have 0.2 here, and if you should take a look at that, yep, beautiful, exactly what we needed. Now what we just need is in this place I believe I can have in text. So our in text is search blog. We can have a suffix icon. Is it prefix or suffix? I can't even remember. So let's try prefix icon. So icon. No, not prefix icon. Yep, so you can have icon icons dot search. And let's save this and see what we have first. Yeah, so it's previous icon. There's also an icon at the end which is suffix, so we are going to ignore that. That is like a filter kind of icon. We're going to ignore that. So yeah, we want to have install. So our install, we are going to have Google Fonts also. So Google Fonts works and we want to have font weight should be like let's say 28. No, not font weight actually, font size actually. Font size should be like 28, and we have an error because of this constant, so we can cut this, or we can just place it here. So let's save this and see what we have first. Exactly, so that is what we want. And blog, we can increase this blog. So first thing they added there is colors of black. All right, colors of black. They want to also increase the size a little bit. So let's increase the size. Let's make it 40. So let's check it out. Okay, too much. So let's make it 30. All right, so good. All right, so with this done now, we just want to work on the other part, which is basically this part. This part here, then we'll finish the video in this part. Then we'll continue the next section. Okay. Now, what we want to have is we have a row. All right, so I'm looking at how we're going to do this. So yeah, we can go ahead and have a row. So after our container here, I'm going to copy this size box. I mean, so this size box here is actually too small actually. So let's make it 40. I'm going to copy the 40 also. I'm going to put it under the container. Under this container, we're going to have a row. So under our row, we're going to have a children. So these children here, we're going to have a container for the first one. So this container is going to accept an image. So we don't have an image here. So yep, you can just have a container for now. Give it a color. Let's just say colors.red. Colors.red. And we can we can specify a width. So let's give it a width of like, let's say 50, and let's not give it a width yet. So yeah, let's give it color.red. Let's make it expanded also. I'm going to make it expanded. All right, then we're going to have another container. This container also, I'm going to make it expanded. So let me see, trying to see if we're going to get a constraint error somewhere there. Debug console. So we don't have an error. We don't have any error at all. So let's go ahead and specify height here. So let's give it height of 100. Let's see what we have. Okay. I think close. So that is actually too small. So let's give it 500. Too much. 200 should be okay. Yep. So 200 is okay. I'm just going to cut this. Then we're going to do decoration. Also, box decoration. But box decoration, we're going to have our color there. We're going to have border radius, obviously. So we're going to have border radius. Border radius circular 10. Okay. Yes, exactly. So that's what we need. Then now want to go ahead to this place. So we have this. So this, we're going to have a child. This child here is going to be taking up a column. A column of children. So this column here, the first we need is a text. The first text we need is 5-minute read. I don't think we actually need that. Let's just add our date there so we can say 25 February. So 25 February. Okay. Then we also have another text where I can call it how to code tutorial. Alright. Very good. Then we can have an icon at the bottom, which is for the comment. Icons dot comment. So these icons or comment is going to be a row actually. So we are going to wrap this in a row because we want a text in front of it. So we're going to have our text. So like the count. As I have text, we're going to have 50 key comments. Alright, so let's save this and look at it. So you can see this is what we have now. Pretty decent actually. Then in our column here, we can go ahead and make this cross-axis alignment center. Not center, I mean start. So give it start. Everything should be pushed here exactly. And also main axis alignment should be like, I think should it be center? No, so I'm going to play with it a little bit. I'm trying to figure out something. And okay, so we'll make this end instead. Let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, no, not getting what I want actually, but you know what? Let's just leave it. Okay, so what I want to do now is this. I want to first style this. So we're going to have style Google fonts dot worksan. Right, so this Google font dot one side, so we're going to have font size, not font style actually, font size. Let's give it 20, and the color, let's give colors dot gray. Alright, save this. And why am I having an error saying Google Fonts is not defined? Why is Google Fonts? Yep. Started to mess up the spelling, so we have that in this place. Okay, then want to have this, so I can basically just copy all this and paste that in there. Alright, the only thing I just need to increase is this one. I'm going to make this 40 and I'm going to make font weight should be bold. Font weight of bold, and you're going to have color dot black. Black. Alright, so pretty good. Too big. So let's make it 38 instead. Alright, so good. The last one is just the comment. We need to just fix the comment. And this comment is like this. Alright, so let's put this here. Alright, so we want to have that and let's save it. So yeah, I want to have the text in front of the comment actually. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, good. Now I believe I can use this styling for it also. I can use the styling for it. Save and let's take a look at it. All right, pretty good. And we can just make this constant. All right, so we can just make that constant. Yep. And here we can add a size box here, so we can say const size box. Size box. And we're going to have width, which should be like, let's say 10. All right, good. And we just need to move all this from each other. We're going to have const size box here. So width, we're going to have 20. All right, hope you understand that 20. We are just basically using that one as our reference to our blog application. All right, so now say that's what we're going to be using. So we're just making a reference to our blog application. And comment system, I think we should just make it black. On the comment section, make it black. All right, so it's readable like this. What I want to do before I end this video is where we have this row, I want to extract it as a widget. So we're going to extract a widget. We're going to say blog widget. All right, so we're going to call it blog widget. I'm going to go to my views, create a new folder called widgets. So inside of the widgets, I'm going to create a file called blog widgets. So that. All right, then what I can do is basically I can cut all this. All right, so if I cut that, I want to import Flutter, so material. So Flutter material. I'm also going to import Google Fonts. Right, so I'll go ahead and paste that here, and yeah, we should have 0 errors. Good. So yeah, we can just go ahead and import this. All right, pretty good. And in the process of that, I want this color to be passed from our home page. So what we can do is final color should be, let's call it color. All right, because we are going to remove it actually in the future because it's going to be an image instead. So this color already it should be color. All right, we just need to pass it right here. So we're going to say colors are thread, and we can make this constant. And I'm also going to copy this. Yep, so I'm going to copy that. What am I having? Okay, yeah, comma. I'm going to make this let's say 20. Okay, once that is, I'm just going to copy this like 2 times. This is like 2 times, 1, 2. So the other one, which is blue, we're going to make this blue. I'm going to make this let's just say green. So RGB. Okay, so now let's check our app. Now we should be having something like this. Now there will be an issue if I should go ahead and paste something here again and I make this yellow. So we're going to fix that issue also. I should check yellow now. Yeah, there'll be an issue like this. So to fix that issue, we just basically have to head over back to our column here. Wrap this is a widget, and we're going to say single child scroll view. All right, so allow us to be able to scroll. Yep, now we can scroll and everything works fine. All right, so the next tutorial we're going to be consuming the API. So we're going to basically allow our blog application to load from the API. So see you next time, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.